This is a weekly series that I do here on YouTube where I reach back into my stash of beautiful papers and pull out something old to make something fresh and new. So with fall right around the corner, even though I know it's still in the 90s here in North Carolina, but fall is coming, I promise, and fall is going to be glorious this year. I pulled out Prima Autumn Sunset. And I'm not sure what year this came out. It was quite a few years ago, but I love this collection. It is just beautiful. This is the 12 by 12, and it's just got great, cozy fall images. There's a touch of pink, wonderful ginghams, rust colors, leaves. It's look at this, really, really beautiful. So I pulled this out of my stash, and I have this. This is another one of those collections that I bought an obscene amount of. I have it in every size. And in Tuesday's Make and Take Tuesday, I showed you how to make this little folio base. I had made a, and I'll link to it. You'll see it down below. I'll link. I had made a really cute beach folio with Photo Plays Beach Vibes collection. And I wanted to show you how to build the base. So I did a little tutorial on how to do the base. And then I had the base sitting on my desk and so on and so forth. So I decided to use the base today to make this little fall folio. And this is, again, this is a 5 by 7. You can refer back to the link that I shared to the tutorial I shared with you on Tuesday to learn how to make this base. But this is just another really sweet, here's a little folio, a little bookmark made with one of the gold foil papers. I got some new charms, ribbon, burlap string, and then this time on the slash pocket, I made a little wee pocket with a little mini folio for tiny photos and hidden journaling. That's kind of sweet. Then over here is our little side pocket with another beautiful slimline folio, room for photos and journaling. This flips open. We've got our hidden pocket pages, which I've shown you guys how to do lots of different times. Little tip-ins here, beautiful papers. And then we get to this kinetic waterfall, which I goofed, and oh, I left the clip on there. Oh well, I did 2 of the same picture, but that's what happens sometimes when you work when you're tired. So I want us together to work to do this center panel. This is something that I didn't show you the other day, and I thought you might like to learn how to do this. So this is 4 3/4 inches by 12.5 because I left the branding strip on. And then I went ahead and scored this. I'll turn it this way because it's easier to see. I scored this at 3 and at 9 3/4. And then this makes this little flap page. But then I want to place behind it these little flip pages. So these are 4 by 6 cards, and I just scored, I think it's like 1 1/4 inches, it's almost 1 1/4 inches on the end. Basically, I made it 4 3/4 inches wide. And we're going to put this little flap behind, pull a little adhesive down, and glue that down. See? Flip this open. Take another one of those 4 by 6 journal cards. I told you I have all the things for this collection. And I use it every fall, so I really don't mind. It's really, really beautiful. So I'm glad I have all these different pieces. I'm going to put my adhesive here. Fold this over. Make sure I'm straight. So now we have these little flap pages like this. Then we're going to take this. This is just from the 12 by 12. This is an image. And I matted it on some craft card stock. This was all stuff I had in my scraps. I'm trying to clean, my scrap bins had gotten really full. So this folds in, this folds in. This is from the ephemera pack. I'm going to put this right here. Then I've got this little rose from the ephemera pack. And I'm going to put this, whoops, let's put this right here like this. And then I've got the word together. So that's going to go right there on the front. And then on this page, I cut down this little image with the sweet sleeping fawn. And this is going to go right here. Only straight. Straight is always good. All right. So then we just glue this whole piece down to the folio base. So that's how you do that little center part there. See how sweet? That's really pretty. And I think I showed you over here, these are pull-out pages, right? And you know how to do that. I've showed you how to do that lots and lots of times. In the center of this, I found this. This is left over from another project. I die cut this pretty piece, and I'm going to put this right in the center, sort of like a photo frame, but I'm leaving everything else blank. So you can put photos, journaling, whatever your heart desires. So that is this center. I call those flip-flap pages because there's just so much movement there. So that is that. So this brings us to the cover, and I thought we would embellish the cover together because you seem to enjoy that. I will show you on the spine. I've created a dangle charm. I've got a wooden leaf, a little pumpkin, an acorn, and this beautiful gold tassel. This was sent to me from Make Pretty Stuff, Diane Shull. She's such a sweetheart. She sent me a little birthday package with some gorgeous cards and a mini album and all kinds of goodies. So I've used one of these vintage pins through the knot of my ribbon that I've just pulled through the hole punch, and then I just strung up all these charms. So now we're going to work on the cover. And I want my focal image to be this beautiful board pumpkin from Reneabouquets. I've dry brushed the edges with a little ivory chalk paint and then spattered it lightly. Then these are her oak and acorn corners, and I'll link all of this on my blog and put a link to my blog in the description box below. And what I did was I heat embossed these with a mixture of Seth Apter Taos Sunset. That's the kind of gritty look you can see, but it also lent a really beautiful red. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but there's a very subtle red mixed in there. And then this is Stampendous Chunky Metallic Seasonings Embossing Enamel. And then this is Wow Superfine Copper. So I tapped my chipboard with embossing ink. And then I came in first and I just lightly sprinkled like I was salting the superfine copper. And then I came in with the Taos Sunset, and again, just leaving lots of white space. And then finally I sprinkled this over the top of everything, and then I heat embossed. And this is the gorgeous result. I hope the camera picks this up. It is, in real life, it's pretty doggone magnificent. And there are a few little spots where white peeks through, but I actually like that. So I'm not messing with that. Then in the little package that Diane sent me, there were also these cute chipboard frames. And I dry brushed it first with just very minimally with ivory chalk paint. And then I painted it, just brushed it with this Stamperia Glamour Gel, and this color is Gold Dew. And then I came in with Seth Apter Dirty Sand, and just in a few places sprinkled it on to give it a little texture and to age it. So the first thing we're going to do is glue this in place. I'm going to use my hot glue gun because it's going to grab right away. I'm not going to use my Dries Clear because I want this to grab right away and stay put. I'm putting my hot glue on the back, and I'm going to come up high here and press this into place. And I kind of have an idea where I'm going with this cover design, but we're just going to play a little bit and see what happens. Then I want my pumpkin to go here. So I think I want, look how gorgeous that is. Wow, so fantastic. I'm going to attach this to my frame, just like this. So beautiful. And it just picks up on the little gold highlights and things that are in the paper. It's really pretty in real life. I hope you can catch that over the camera. So now I'm going to take my pumpkin and I'm going to put some foam tape along the bottom edge. I put 2 rows on the bottom, and I'm going to put 1 row on the top. Oops. And I want to glue this in place right here so that this leaf actually lifts and comes over it. And then I've got this other piece of my chipboard that I want to tuck underneath. So very, very pretty. Just like that. Wow, I really like that, you guys. Okay. I told you I'm thinking as I'm going. I hadn't quite nailed this all the way. I love this little fox. So I think I want to put some foam tape on him. You guys seem to like these projects where I'm not really sure where I'm going. I just know I'm going somewhere. You don't seem to mind coming along for the ride. So if this drives you crazy, you can go ahead and go do something else. I wouldn't blame you. But I mean, this is how I work in real life. I don't have a sketch all made out or anything. I just start building. All right, so I like this little fox right here. And I did ink him up with Distress ink, Gathered Twigs Distress ink. I'm not sure if I want this title down at the bottom or not. I'm just going to wait on that. I've got one of these gorgeous Reneabouquet butterflies. And again, I'll link all of these things in the supply list. Let's have this right here. Okay, I've gathered up some stuff and I think I know where I'm going. I decided what I really liked up here was a cluster of little roses. These are tiny. These are Prima. I'm not sure what these are from. They might be from Pink Autumn or they might be from, I know they're from one of their fall collections. So I'm just tucking these little white flowers behind the beautiful russet flower. Like this. I decided I liked the way that looked. Oops, better. Get that in there. There we go. And then I tied a little burlap bow. I'm just going to tuck behind these kind of to anchor them in. So there's that. I like that really a lot. And then down here with our fox, because I wanted to, he needs something underneath him to secure him. So this is another Prima flower. And I'm just going to lift this and tuck this in there. I want the little jewel to show. And then I grabbed a couple of Prima leaves. These are really old. They might be Autumn Sunset. I don't know. These are really, really old. But I have a bunch of them, so I want to use them. Plus, I like them. Tuck these in. These add some color and a little texture. And then kind of make that fox look like he belongs there. And then a little let's do a little white flower underneath like this. And then a little yellow flower on top. And then bring my chipboard up, and I'm just going to secure that with a little bit of hot glue. Just like that. Okay, so that takes care of Mr. Fox. Very cute. And then I just want to balance this out up here. I'm not sure what I want to do. I've got various elements. Like I could add this little cute little bunny, like he's peeking in. Kind of like that, so I think maybe I'll do that. Just like that. And then I don't think I want to use the second butterfly. I like this one being like the star of the show. And then coming from behind the bunny, I've got a couple more little leaves. Like this, one like this, and one like this. Oops. Go. All right. Tiny white rose right there. And then one of these pretty gold flowers back behind it. Like that. Did I get my head in the way? Apologize. Yeah, maybe just that little. I just don't like elements to look like they're floating in space. I like them to look like they're anchored in to the design. I think this is good. The only thing I'm going to do is add a little burlap string back there. Hold on. All right, guys, that's it. Just tuck this little burlap back in here, and we're done. I really like the way this turned out. So thanks for joining me for Throwback Thursday. Again, I'll put the link for the folio base below in the description box. And then you can make this whole thing and use up some of your fall stash. All right, guys, I'm going to get my craft done. Bye.